Hi everyone. Have you ever imagined holding only $7 in your pocket and still dreaming bigger than the world? Jackie Chan's story starts with a simple boy in Hong Kong, facing a life many would call impossible. At just a young age, he felt the weight of poverty pressing on his tiny shoulders. Yet, there was a sparkle, a dream, that refused to be crushed. Dream, that word wasn't just English, it was his lifeline, the compass that guided him through every struggle. Jackie's childhood was filled with hardship, small jobs, chores, and responsibilities that seemed far too heavy for his age. Struggle, he learned early, is not an enemy, it's a teacher. Every chore he did, every obstacle he faced, prepared him for something greater. Streets of Hong Kong became his classroom, where life's lessons were often painful but unforgettable. Can you imagine surviving that? Could you have pushed yourself to learn, to grow, even when every day seemed impossible? By the age of 6, Jackie was introduced to martial arts. Practice, practice every single day, became a mantra. Every kick, every punch, every fall on the hard floor taught him resilience. Imagine a small boy, drenched in sweat, repeating the same move over and over, yet smiling because he knew each repetition was building something bigger, something that would one day change his life. Practice makes perfect, they say, and Jackie proved it, long before perfection had a name. Yet, the road was not easy. Language became another barrier. English, it was strange, difficult, almost impossible. I can't speak English, he thought, frustration rising with every failed attempt. But Jackie refused to quit. Never give up, not just a phrase, but a creed, a shield against defeat. Have you ever felt like giving up? Jackie felt it, countless times, but each failure only strengthened his resolve. Finding his unique style was another turning point. Jackie combined comedy with stunts, creating a signature that no one had seen before. Take risks, he reminded himself. Risks that others might avoid, but risks that would define him. Slips, falls, mishaps, they weren't failures, they were opportunities. Would you dare to stand out in a world that constantly demands you fit in? Jackie did. His first international opportunity came with countless challenges. New countries, strange languages, cultural barriers. It could have stopped him, but instead, it fueled him. Breakthrough, every small step, every attempt, was a bridge to the world stage. Quiz time. Do you know what breakthrough means? It's not just success, it's the moment your persistence turns into recognition. Jackie lived that moment. When his first successful international film released, he realized something profound. Stand out, it wasn't enough to be good, you had to be different, memorable, unforgettable. Fans cheered, cameras flashed, and Jackie understood. It was his spirit, his creativity, his relentless drive that made him shine. Which word fits Jackie best? Brave, unique, or inspiring? Risky stunts followed, and the world watched in awe. Brave, inspiring, words that capture more than just courage. Imagine climbing a building, jumping through windows, performing flips while millions of eyes are watching, and still smiling at the camera. Which stunt would you call the bravest? Jackie performed them all, and his laughter, his joy, made the danger seem magical rather than terrifying. Global fame was not instant, but it was inevitable. With films like Rush Hour, Jackie demonstrated that hard work pays off. Every practice, every fall, every failure. It all led to moments of triumph. How do you work hard? Could you dedicate yourself like he did, despite every obstacle? By now, his philosophy was clear. Persistence isn't just about achieving goals, it's about the journey, the discipline, the refusal to let fear dictate your life. Jackie taught, demonstrated, and lived this principle every day. What does persistence mean to you? Could you embrace it, even when the world doubts you? Jackie's journey continued, but every success brought new lessons. Failures, once feared, became his best teachers. Learn from mistakes. Every slip, every misstep, every accident on the set taught him something valuable. He fell countless times, broke bones, faced rejection, yet he never allowed these moments to define him. Mini quiz: what did he learn from these mistakes? Could you have turned failure into a stepping stone, as he did? Comedy was his secret weapon. Every fight scene was more than action. It was entertainment, a performance that left audiences laughing, gasping, and cheering. Unique, Jackie's style was unlike anything the world had seen. Can you identify what makes him unique? It's the perfect mix of humor, timing, and fearlessness, all stitched together with relentless practice. Even today, people study his choreography to understand how fun and danger can coexist on screen. As his reputation rose, the world began to notice. Millions of fans followed him, newspapers and media celebrated him, and he became a symbol of influence. Who influences you? Jackie understood that fame was not just about attention. It was about responsibility. With every fan he inspired, he knew he had a duty to set an example, to motivate the next generation. Behind the camera, dedication was relentless. Dedication, every stunt, every rehearsal, every line delivered perfectly, demanded focus and sweat. Would you dedicate yourself so completely to your dream, even when no one is watching? Jackie did. And that dedication became visible in every film, in every movement, in every scene he performed. Stories of inspiration were everywhere in his life. Motivate others, Jackie didn't just perform. He taught, encouraged, and pushed young actors to pursue their dreams. Pause for a moment. Who do you motivate? Could you be the reason someone else keeps going, keeps dreaming, keeps striving? Balancing fame and values was another challenge. Responsibility wasn't just a word, it was a guiding principle. Charity work, social contributions, helping those in need. Jackie managed to shine on screen while making a difference off-screen. Ask yourself, do you take responsibility for your actions and the impact you leave on others? Awards and recognition marked his journey, but Jackie remained grounded. Achievement, trophies, plaques, red carpets, these were symbols of hard work paying off, not just personal glory. Quiz: what is your achievement? Every success, he reminded himself, was built on persistence, courage, and practice, not luck. Legacy became the next focus. Inspire, Jackie wanted to influence generations, to leave a mark that would last far beyond any single film. Teaching martial arts to young students, mentoring actors, sharing his philosophy, every act was designed to ignite inspiration. Who inspires you? And who do you hope to inspire in turn? Now, let's recap. All the English words we've learned in these sessions carry meaning beyond the screen. Learn from mistakes, unique, influence, dedication, motivate others, responsibility, achievement, inspire. Each one is a key to understanding Jackie's journey. Pause, and try to make a sentence with one of these words. Could you describe your own dream, your own path, using these words? The microclimax of his story begins with some of the biggest stunts ever attempted. Legend, brave, Jackie became a living legend, performing feats that others deemed impossible. Imagine the courage it took to leap from buildings, to fall hundreds of feet, to perform flips on narrow ledges, all while smiling, all while entertaining millions. Which stunt inspired you most? Could you imagine yourself taking that leap? Every behind-the-scenes moment also held lessons. Laughter, mistakes, bloopers, laugh and learn. Jackie showed that even in failure, there is joy, and in laughter, there is learning. Did these moments make you smile? Could you find joy even when things don't go perfectly? Finally, the first international film challenges tested him like never before. Courage, courage in facing language barriers, strange cultures, and enormous expectations. Could you have done the same? Would you have dared to risk everything for your dream? Jackie didn't just dare, he conquered. The risky stunts in movies defined his career. Fearless, risk-taker, every leap, every fight, every daring move spoke of courage beyond imagination. Would you dare this? Could you stand against fear and push beyond limits? Jackie did, and millions watched, inspired, amazed, and motivated. Jackie's humor and audience connection became a trademark. Entertain and inspire, he could make people laugh, cry, and cheer, often all within a single scene. Which moment made you laugh? Could you feel the joy he shared with the world? Rising global fame didn't make him arrogant. Recognition, he received it gracefully, understanding that fame is fleeting unless you pair it with humility and dedication. Who inspires you? Can you be humble in your success? Balancing life and giving back, Jackie demonstrated generosity. Helping communities, supporting charity, and valuing family, he showed that success isn't complete without compassion. Ask yourself, do you help others? Could you balance ambition with care for those around you? Jackie's philosophy, summed up in his quotes, reminds us, persistence pays off. Every fall, every mistake, every challenge faced with courage and laughter, leads to growth and achievement. Pause. What quote inspires you? Could you live by it every day in your own life? Highlighting his most dangerous stunts, the word brave or fearless captures his essence. Imagine being in his shoes. The danger, the excitement, the joy of mastery. Which stunt seems most insane to you? Could you imagine taking that leap, literally and figuratively? Finally, every behind-the-scenes reflection shows dedication. Jackie's commitment wasn't only on screen, it was in every practice, every rehearsal, and every moment of learning. Would you work this hard to achieve your dream? Pause. Think about it. Recapping the story, reviewing key English words, learn from mistakes, unique, influence, dedication, motivate others, responsibility, achievement, inspire, legend, brave, fearless, entertain and inspire, recognition, generosity, persistence pays off. We see that Jackie Chan's journey is a roadmap, not only to fame, but to character, resilience, and joy. Even after achieving global fame, Jackie Chan's story was far from over. Behind the camera, countless moments of humor and bloopers reminded everyone that life is not only about perfection, it's about laugh and learn. Watching Jackie stumble during rehearsals, falling on sets, or tripping over props, we see that even legends face mistakes. Did it make you smile? Could you find joy even in your own imperfections? That, perhaps, is one of the most important lessons he teaches. His first international film challenges were daunting. New countries, strange languages, cultural differences, massive expectations, many would have turned back. But Jackie relied on courage. Courage isn't just facing danger, it's stepping into the unknown, embracing discomfort, and pushing forward when everything feels uncertain. Quiz. Courage means under. Would you have dared as he did? Could you have risked it all for your dream? Risky stunts became his signature. Fearless and risk-taker, he performed actions that left the world gasping. Imagine climbing scaffolds, jumping from rooftops, or performing flips while hundreds of cameras captured every move. Would you dare this? Could you push your limits in pursuit of mastery and excitement? Jackie's fearlessness was never reckless, it was calculated, honed through years of practice, sweat, and discipline. Humor and audience connection were at the heart of his performances. Entertain and inspire. Jackie knew that films could teach, move, and delight simultaneously. Which moment in his movies made you laugh the hardest? Could you imagine combining laughter with inspiration so seamlessly? This unique style made him stand out not just as an actor, but as a global icon. Rising global fame brought recognition. Recognition wasn't only about awards, it was about leaving a legacy, making a mark that could inspire others. Ask yourself, who inspires you? How do you recognize the people who make a difference in your life? Jackie's humility in success is a lesson in character as much as it is in achievement. Balancing life and giving back showed another facet of his personality: generosity. Jackie devoted time to charity, helped communities, and valued family. He proved that real success is measured not only in fame, but in compassion, in the lives you touch. Pause. Do you help others? Could you extend your talents and resources to make a difference in someone's life? Philosophy and quotes punctuated his journey. Persistence pays off, words that Jackie embodied every single day. Every fall, every failure, every obstacle faced with courage, humor, and relentless effort led to growth and achievement. Pause and reflect. What quote inspires you? Could you live by it, apply it to your challenges, and push yourself forward? Highlighting the most dangerous stunts, brave and fearless define Jackie. Imagine standing on a narrow ledge, hundreds of feet above ground, performing flips, jumps, or falls. All for the audience, all with a smile. Which stunt do you think is the most insane? Could you envision doing it, even once? Jackie's daring spirit inspires us to embrace fear and transform it into energy, skill, and creativity. Behind-the-scenes reflections reveal dedication. Jackie's commitment wasn't only on film, it was in every rehearsal, every repetition, every small detail. Would you work this hard to achieve your dream? Could you pour sweat, focus, and patience into something so completely? Pause. Think about your own ambitions. Recapping the story, every English word we have covered becomes more than just vocabulary. Laugh and learn, courage, fearless, risk-taker, entertain and inspire, recognition, generosity, persistence pays off, brave, dedication. Each word represents a life lesson, a principle, a step on Jackie's journey. Could you take one of these words and apply it to your own life today? Finally, motivation and call to action. Follow your dream. Jackie Chan didn't just talk about dreams, he lived them, with joy, with courage, with creativity. Ask yourself, what's your dream? How far would you go to pursue it, even if the world doubted you? Jackie's life is proof that dedication, persistence, and courage can turn even the humblest beginnings into global legend. The final message resonates beyond movies, legend and inspire. Jackie Chan is not just a star on the screen, he is a legend in life, inspiring millions to push past fear, to learn from mistakes, to laugh even when life falls apart. His story reminds us that fame is temporary, but the inspiration we leave, the lives we touch, and the dreams we pursue, those are eternal. As the story closes, imagine Jackie looking directly at you, smiling, nodding, almost whispering, "Be brave, work hard, laugh, persist, and most importantly, follow your dream." Like, share, and carry these lessons with you, because Jackie Chan's journey is more than entertainment, it is a masterclass in life.